Why are some nations rich and others poor? This question has been a subject of intense debate and study for generations. This is a question that has puzzled thinkers for centuries. From ancient philosophers to modern economists, the quest to understand the roots of prosperity and poverty has been relentless. Is it a matter of geography, culture, or perhaps just luck? Could it be the natural resources a country possesses, or the historical events that have shaped its path? In their groundbreaking book, Why Nations Fail, economists Darren Acemoglu and James Robinson offer a compelling answer: institutions. They delve deep into historical and contemporary examples to support their thesis. They argue that the key difference between prosperous and impoverished nations lies in the nature of their political and economic institutions. These institutions are the frameworks within which societies operate. Institutions in this context refer to the rules, regulations, and norms that govern a society. They are the invisible structures that shape our daily lives, influencing everything from business practices to social interactions. They shape incentives, define power structures, and ultimately determine how resources are allocated and utilized. The effectiveness and fairness of these institutions can make or break a nation's economic health. Inclusive institutions, as Acemoglu and Robinson describe them, are those that are designed to benefit society as a whole. They ensure that the majority of the population has a stake in the nation's success. They are characterized by secure property rights, which give individuals the confidence to invest and innovate. A level playing field for businesses, allowing competition to drive progress and efficiency, and a government that is accountable to its citizens. This accountability ensures that leaders act in the best interests of the people rather than for personal gain. Extractive institutions, on the other hand, are designed to benefit a small elite at the expense of the majority. These institutions concentrate power and wealth in the hands of a few. They are characterized by corruption, lack of property rights, and a system that discourages innovation and investment, and a government that is more interested in self-enrichment than in serving its people. This leads to a cycle of poverty and stagnation, where the majority are left without opportunities to improve their lives. The authors argue that it is the presence of inclusive institutions, not geography, culture, or other factors, that is the primary driver of long-term economic growth and prosperity. They provide numerous examples from history to illustrate this point. Understanding the role of institutions is crucial for understanding why some nations thrive while others struggle. It is a lens through which we can analyze the successes and failures of different countries. It is not simply a matter of resources or even of good intentions. The structures and systems in place play a pivotal role in shaping outcomes. The institutions that a nation adopts will ultimately determine its fate. By fostering inclusive institutions, nations can pave the way for sustainable development and shared prosperity. Inclusive institutions are the bedrock of economic growth and societal well-being. They are the foundation upon which societies build their futures, ensuring that every individual has the opportunity to contribute to and benefit from economic progress. They create an environment where innovation can flourish, businesses can thrive, and new ideas can be nurtured. In such settings, creativity is not just encouraged but celebrated, leading to breakthroughs that drive industries forward, and individuals can reach their full potential. When people feel valued and supported, they are more likely to pursue their ambitions and achieve their dreams, contributing to a more dynamic and prosperous society. One of the key features of inclusive institutions is secure property rights. These rights provide individuals with the confidence that their investments and assets are protected, which is essential for long-term planning and stability. When individuals and businesses have confidence that their assets are protected by law, they are more likely to invest, take risks, and innovate. This willingness to engage in entrepreneurial activities is a driving force behind economic growth and job creation, and engage in entrepreneurial activities. Small businesses and startups are often the engines of innovation, bringing new products and services to market and creating employment opportunities. Another crucial aspect of inclusive institutions is a level playing field. This ensures that everyone, regardless of their background, has the same opportunities to succeed It promotes fairness and equity, which are essential for social cohesion and trust. This means that everyone has equal opportunity to participate in the economy, regardless of their background, connections, or social status. Equal access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities is vital for a thriving society. When markets are free and fair, competition thrives, leading to innovation, efficiency, and ultimately, economic growth. Fair competition encourages businesses to improve their products and services, benefiting consumers and the economy as a whole. Furthermore, inclusive institutions are characterized by accountable governance. Governments that are transparent and answerable to their citizens are more likely to make decisions that benefit the public and foster trust in public institutions. In societies with inclusive institutions, the government is answerable to its citizens and operates with transparency. This accountability ensures that public resources are used effectively and that the needs of the population are met. This helps to ensure that resources are used effectively, corruption is minimized, and public trust is maintained. Transparent governance is crucial for the legitimacy and stability of institutions, and the rule of law is upheld. A strong legal framework ensures that justice is served and that everyone is held accountable for their actions, which is essential for maintaining order and protecting rights. The presence of inclusive institutions fosters a virtuous cycle. As these institutions strengthen, they create conditions that further promote economic growth and social well-being. Economic growth leads to greater prosperity, which in turn strengthens institutions and allows for further growth. This cycle of improvement benefits everyone, creating a more resilient and vibrant society, which in turn strengthens institutions and allows for further growth. Investments in infrastructure, education, and healthcare are examples of how economic prosperity can be reinvested to benefit society. This positive feedback loop is what propels nations towards sustained development and high living standards. By fostering inclusive institutions, societies can ensure that progress is shared and that future generations inherit a world of opportunity and hope. In stark contrast to their inclusive counterparts, extractive institutions are a recipe for poverty, inequality, and stagnation. They are designed to extract wealth from the majority and concentrate it in the hands of a powerful few. This extraction can take many forms, from outright expropriation and corruption to more subtle mechanisms such as rigged markets and preferential treatment for elites. One of the hallmarks of extractive institutions is the lack of secure property rights. When individuals and businesses lack confidence that their assets will be protected, they have little incentive to invest or innovate. Why risk building a business, developing new technologies, or improving land if those who hold power can simply seize the fruits of your labor? Moreover, extractive institutions thrive on a lack of accountability and transparency. Corrupt officials and elites operate with impunity, enriching themselves at the expense of the public good. This creates a climate of fear and distrust, discouraging investment, entrepreneurship, and civic engagement. The consequences of extractive institutions are devastating. They lead to widespread poverty, stifle innovation, and create massive inequality. Nations trapped in the grip of extractive institutions often find themselves caught in a vicious cycle of poverty and instability. Political centralization and pluralism are two key factors that contribute to the establishment and maintenance of inclusive institutions. These pillars are fundamental in ensuring that societies are not only stable but also equitable and just. Centralization in this context refers to the ability of the state to effectively enforce laws and policies throughout its territory. This means having a robust framework that can implement decisions uniformly, ensuring that all regions and communities are governed by the same set of rules. A strong, centralized state is essential for providing the security and stability necessary for economic growth. Without a centralized authority, it becomes challenging to maintain order, protect property rights, and foster an environment where businesses can thrive and citizens can feel safe. However, centralization alone is not enough. While it can create a stable environment, it does not guarantee that the power will be used for the benefit of all citizens. A powerful state can be just as easily used to enforce extractive institutions as inclusive ones. History has shown us numerous examples where centralized power has led to oppression and exploitation rather than prosperity and fairness. This is where pluralism comes in. Pluralism ensures that power is not concentrated in the hands of a few but is distributed across various groups and institutions. Pluralism refers to a system of governance where power is distributed among a variety of groups and institutions rather than being concentrated in the hands of a single individual or entity. This distribution of power helps to prevent abuses and ensures that different voices and perspectives are heard. Pluralistic societies are characterized by a free press, independent judiciary, and a vibrant civil society. These elements are crucial as they provide the necessary checks and balances on the power of the state. These institutions act as checks and balances on the power of the state, preventing any one group from monopolizing power and resources. They ensure that the government remains accountable to the people and that no single entity can dominate the political landscape. They also provide a platform for citizens to voice their concerns, hold their leaders accountable, and demand a more just and equitable society. This active participation of citizens is what makes a society truly inclusive. The combination of centralization and pluralism is crucial for creating a system of inclusive institutions. When these two elements work in harmony, they create a balanced governance structure that promotes both stability and fairness. Centralization provides the necessary order and stability, while pluralism ensures that power is distributed and that the rights and interests of all citizens are protected. Together, they form the bedrock of a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive and contribute to the common good.